Welcome back to the Jay Lee Show. Today I want to talk to you about how I opened my first restaurant without any investors and without any partners. And I did it all for $150,000. This is how. I first found the location through a local real estate broker who visited my pop-up in East Village, handed me his business card and said, "I'm gonna find you your next restaurant." I said, "Okay, well, thank you." He had more faith in me than I did in myself, actually. I was like just happy doing my pop-up. Weeks went by, maybe a month or two. Then he called me. He said, "I found you your location. It's not even in market, but I have it at my desk and you have to come see this." I was so tired. And I'm like, I can't even go out there. Like, just send me photos or something, more details before I commit. So he sent me photos. He sent me a flyer, and it basically lists the location, the space of the restaurant, the address, square footage, the rent. I saw it, then I sent that over to my dad. And mind you, I've never looked at restaurant spaces like that ever in my life, right? This was the first time for me. So I consulted my dad. He's a carpenter and contractor, and he's helped build out many restaurants in New York. So he said, "Let's go look at it together." I went there that day, looked at it. I was like, you know what? I could actually work this. Like, this is manageable. It wasn't too big, 750 square foot. The rent, I'm like, okay, they're asking for X amount. I think I can negotiate them down. In a neighborhood that I was kind of familiar with, my pop-up was only like 8 blocks away in Lower Manhattan, East Village. And my first restaurant job back in 2007 as a ramen cook was in East Village, maybe 4 blocks away from there. It was like serendipity. I was like, this is meant to be. I'm meant to start my restaurant ownership journey in East Village. This is where I got started, and this is where I'm gonna start my journey as a restaurateur as well. So I looked at it with my dad. He said, "This is manageable. Everything looks good. We don't have to do so much work. Maybe some cosmetic, nothing crazy, and just make it happen." And I said, okay. So we started negotiating. I spoke to some friends that friend of a friend. Like, I remember talking to Chef Sam Yu from Golden Diner, who now owns multiple restaurants. He connected me to a liquor license attorney who also reviews leases for commercial spaces like restaurants. I spoke to that attorney and started working through the lease as well. He connected me to CDFI. It's a community development financial institution, and they were able to get me a loan for $100,000 at a very affordable rate. And that's exactly what I needed. I had that, and then I saved up, I want to say like $20,000, right? And then I borrowed $30,000 from my parents and my brother, who I paid back many years ago. Thank you to them. And thank you, Chef Sam, for introducing me to the lender and to the attorney. Now thinking about it, like he really helped me. So I owe him a dinner. I really do. So it was $150,000. And with restaurants, generally, everything's negotiable, but generally you give 3 months deposit and you pay first month's rent. And that's what I did. And then I paid out of that budget. I used some of it for inventory, and my dad helped me. I saved a lot of money this way. Okay, this is a real kicker. It was a former restaurant that got kicked out of the space because they owed a bunch of rent and they didn't pay sales tax to the government. So there was a notice on the door. It was an eviction notice from the US Marshal. Kicked them out. So they had 24 hours to leave. So they took as much as they could. Like, they took TVs and expensive stuff, but they left a lot of stuff behind, like plateware, glassware, like utensils. So guess what I did? I used everything that they had. I just made it work. And honestly, it was really scrappy, but my concept wasn't like fine. It's not fine dining, it's casual. So I literally just used what I had to make it work. And that's how I got started. It was $150,000. I made it happen, being scrappy. And mind you, I tried to raise money. I tried to find investors and partners, but I reached out to maybe 3 people, and ultimately all 3 of them said, "Your idea sounds great. It's not for me," because there was no example of my concept in the market that was flourishing. So it was too big of a bet for them. Looking back at it, it was such a blessing because I didn't need them. And partners too. When I first got started, I would see a lot of people partnering up, right? Like chef with a beverage person, chef with like an operator. And it was always like this. And I thought to myself, maybe that's what I needed too. So I reached out to 2 of my old coworkers, but one of them just didn't want to go back into the hospitality industry. And the other one said they need to make a certain amount of money to live. And I respected both of their decisions, and I didn't take offense to it. I understood, and I said, okay, no problem, thanks for being honest with me. So that's kind of what happened. I feel like God was protecting me and my business and letting me know that I can do it all myself, right? Because it's a small business, small, very manageable. And I had all the resources that I needed, and I was gonna learn all the things that I didn't know along the way to figure it out. And that's how I got started. This is my advice for you. If you're a chef, if you're a bartender, if you're a restaurant manager, you have dreams of opening your first restaurant, right? And it's an exciting journey. It's really hard, but it comes with a lot of rewards as well. It's such a great thing to do when you're building a restaurant for the community and you're able to hire a team and promote people and cook your own dishes and you don't have to go through any channels to get your dishes approved. Like, you like it, you put it on. Like, it comes with a lot of rewards as well, but it's challenging because you're risking it all. If you fail, you lose all the money you put in. You're a personal guarantee for the loan, so you're tied up. You're gonna have to pay it back one way or another. It'll be with you forever. If you end up shutting the restaurant down, you'll be terminating a lot of people and they won't have jobs. There are a lot of people depend on you, So it's a lot. It comes with a lot of risk as well. But I'm not saying this to scare anyone. I'm just being very realistic on what it is. Here's my advice. If you're ready to start exploring the next steps. Number one, start small. The first restaurant you open most likely won't be your last. Meaning, you want things to be perfect the first time. As much as you try to make it perfect, it still won't be perfect. So take what you have and do the best you can with it. Make your money stretch as far as it can go. Get scrappy. Number two, try to do it without investors. Think about it first. Try, okay? Because having investors is good, but you're giving a chunk of your equity away. And although you're sharing the financial burden, you also have to always think about them. Like, if I fail, I would rather fail alone than take people down with me, like financially, right? Like, because if I lose $150,000, that's on me, and I'm gonna live with that. And at least I am taking all that on my shoulders, and it's not like investors, $100,000, and I'm like, I feel so bad. Like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know. If I fail, I want to fail alone, right? Partners. Do you need partners? Maybe not. Think about that. Weigh the pros and cons and see if you can do it alone. Because I thought that I needed a partner because I don't know beverage. Well, guess what? You can hire a general manager who has some beverage knowledge. You can hire a bar captain with some beverage knowledge. And then you say to yourself, well, I don't know how to do bookkeeping. Okay, well, hire a bookkeeper. You don't have to make a bookkeeper your partner. There's people out there. Oh, I don't know how to, operate. Well, then hire a general manager with the right operating experience. Maybe you have to pay them a little more, but that's way better than giving up 50% of your equity, right? So always start small. And if you start that way, you can always grow, right? You should always have a growth mindset. The first business you open, be scrappy, be hands-on, use the resources that you have, see if you can do it with less people, work hard, and then you can continue to grow, because investing never stops. Okay, so I opened my first restaurant for $150,000. I was real scrappy. That's how I did it. And investment actually never stops. I thought you invest once for this build out and that's done. But you know what? It never stops. You have to upgrade your HVAC. You have to replace your split unit. You have to replace kitchen equipment. You have to get brand new plates. You have to get a new walk-in compressor. You have to redo your fresh air fan vents. I don't know, there's so much. So since my $150,000 initial investment, that's what I'm talking about, I continue to invest, but you have to do that. Continuing to invest in your business is the only natural thing to do. It's like you're in a relationship and you're taking care of your baby. You don't buy your baby clothes once and then say, hey, I invested in you and that's it. No, you continue to buy your baby clothes, continue to feed your baby food, spend time with your baby, etc., etc. And same thing with your spouse. You do the same thing. You continue to invest your time, your money, your energy. It's a constant thing. It's synergy. It's a living and breathing thing. So that's how it is. That's what I learned along the way. There it is, guys. That's my quick story about how I opened my first restaurant for $150,000 with no investors, no partners, and I'm on year 6 now. You can do it too. Take things slowly, one step at a time, and I'll see you at the top. Peace and blessings, y'all.